So log into BBO using the current version 3 as of the end of April of 2020 during the Great Lockdown. And make sure you're using this version. It's now been updated to voice, which it hadn't been before. If you are a first-time user, you're going to need to set yourself up a username and passcode, and please be aware that this may take you a while. You have to jump through their hoops with the passcode, and somebody else may have your favorite username, so you're going to have to be a bit creative with that. If everything's working right, when you log on, you should have an invitation from your teacher to come to the teaching table. Say yes. Now, if you log on to BBO and all you see is this, once you're logged on, you have a problem. Either your instructor has not yet set up a table, or the table's been set up, you got on late, and you didn't get an invitation. Even if you're late, usually you do get an invitation. But if you don't, we're going to show you how to work around this. I just kind of showed you all these little areas on the left-hand side. You really need to go look at each one of those categories and see what's in it so you're fully familiar with BridgeBase. Go all the way to the right, open the People tab, and hopefully you'll find your instructor and click on his name, and up it should pop, and then you can find your way to the table from there. Once you're at the table, X to close your instructor's window, find your seat, and take it. If a hand doesn't pop up, ready for play, you're probably going to see that one of the seats has a name in red. That's a student who hasn't shown up yet, and we're just waiting on that student. If you don't have cards, the table is not yet ready for play. Somebody's missing. Their name is probably in red with the seat reserved for them. If you have cards, look at the upper left-hand corner and look at that blue box with the 3 gray parallel lines. Click on it. If there's an undo button, your instructor has enabled undo at this table. Ordinarily, undos are not allowed, but they're useful in instructor situations. Your instructor is setting this up so that you're able to use voice over IP through BBO. And you'll note on the lower right-hand side all of that going on right now. Click the blue voice button, it turns yellow, and watch what happens next. The voice permission box pops up. Click on the blue bar and enable yourself to speak. When it says, please wait, it's not kidding. Firefox makes me go ahead and do this to accept the fact that it's going to use my speakers. Get familiar with the voice dialog box. The mute button at the bottom, if it's white, everybody can hear you. If it's pushed to the right and turns yellow, nobody can hear what you're saying in the background, but you can still hear everybody else. Up at the top, there's a little red line, a line with a red button. If it's pushed all the way to the right, then everything's at full volume. If it's pushed all the way to the left, it's muted down. The button will get bigger sometimes, depending if it's active or inactive. It'll go back to small. And there should be a little red bar above that, which actually is a volume indicator. It'll spike up and down depending on who's talking and how loud they are. That's pretty much it, except to tell you that this is not going to be a painless process. I highly recommend that the instructor works with one student at a time to get up to speed. And if you're a student and you're paying your instructor, I don't think it's a useful thing to pay your instructor a whole lot of money per hour to get you to the point where you understand this well and are able to use it easily. So what I recommend you do is you and your normal partner each take turns becoming the teacher to open the table and the student to be accepted and have to accept voice. Basically everything that you saw in this video, plus the first 2 for the instructors, so that you're fully familiar with it and you don't drive your instructor crazy and you don't have to pay a whole lot of money per hour, depending on your instructor's fee base, to have him do what you can do for free with your own partner to get up to speed. Once everybody's up to speed with this, it's a really, really useful tool for an instructor as long as everybody can hear clearly. If you can't do it, if it won't work for you, go back to using a phone in each person's at each person's desk and be on a normal phone call or a Zoom call or something like that. And I hope you enjoy this. That's all.